blood, I think. It comes with blood as a side order. Frozen, the latest addition to this FaZe squad, looking pretty solid so far.
You like him?
As a guy or as a player?
Both.
Or... Yeah, sure.
That's it. That's
He's
what
a pretty cool guy. Pretty cool guy, Harry. Always got a chain on him, so he fits in FaZe.
Cool as ropz as well. And we're right into this one. FURIA going to open up their run on the T side of Ancient. We won't have to wait long. This one looking to end over towards B. Lots of util. It's a real feature of these FURIA pistols. Bringing a lot of util out and then just running a nice little exec. We saw them do this just the other day. Same sort of smokes getting lobbed in. The first volley were decoys thrown over. That's to try and draw out any util from these B players. And when that doesn't happen, now they throw in the real exec.
Nice
Up at the front of the pack is Cello. Rain tucked in his favorite place in the world, the cave.
All wide plant as well. These are notoriously hard rounds to win. Pistol might make it better with Glocks, but for the T side, even 5v5 can be difficult, and Rain hits a headshot on the flick. There's not many places to play, constricted inside of the site as the flash comes in. It's Yuri gone as well, late cave, and this open plant is all that Serato has in his favor. That and some capable fingers hits the head first. Frozen dinked, he needs to force more fights. They're sticking, and they will take that pistol round with force. Yeah, the danger of going for just straight up executes in pistols or in gun rounds on B, or you don't have many positions to play, especially if you're not fighting for cave. You already tried to tick it late, but what are you going to do? Sit default, sit cubby where you're super open to long side, and you're always going to get traded. Very difficult positions to get multi-kills from, and the ramp feels good. The ramp's quite nice in a 1v1, but when there's multiple players holding you down, you're not going to win those rounds. So it's a good bomb plant strat. Some teams even just want that. They just want a bomb plant on the pistol, and they can guarantee the buy. That's what that will do, but it won't win you the round. Oh, missed insta. Who did that?
Loves that.
It was either Frozen or ropz. One of them.
I'd like to think ropz would never miss a smoke.
That's true. You've made a good argument there, Harry.
Frozen's a bit more of a troll, and he likes to keep everyone on their toes.
Not really the time to troll at 0-1. Gonna put it down to good intentions, bad results. Rain tracking them, tracing them. He's got that spidey sense.
I mean, Rain is like virtually autonomous. There you go, that's the word.
You got it.
Virtually autonomous with how he approaches the game. Ooh,
give me a third one.
No, I can't. Twice is my limit. But, you know, he kind of just goes through the motions. He likes to play cave a very specific way. He always has. He'll often just kind of lob out the same look of util, and he's so proficient there at locking down that part of the map that he is like one of the go-to players to study if you wanted to up your Ancient results.
Look at this play.
Frozen with a very aggro play all the way through main, and as FURIA are maneuvering, he's just going to pluck them out of the red room. They were kind of poising for this wrap onto the B site. Carrigan gets fed to them over in cave. Rain wrestles with ramp and locks it in, but now he's the sole defender, and they are all the way through red. They're coming up ramp, they're coming out cave. He's boxed into a little corner, and Fallen will run him down. Not found for FURIA, and a 3v2 in the post plant. Frozen hot on their heels with the backstab. And he levels the playing field into the 2v2.
Just baiting for ropz, but ropz is gone. Deep peek can spawn, and the dink is not enough. Fallen finding double as he comes up ramp as well. And that is a round for FURIA. They get the double flank. Was the awareness not there? Did Frozen not spot that second player? His reset made it look like he did. But here, oh yeah, he got a whiff. They knew they were getting big flanked, so that was a lot of pressure on Rain in the corner there when his teammate gets picked on cave. Uncomfortable positions for FaZe and a huge force buy win for FURIA. That bomb plant worth its weight in gold. Oh, full blind.
Serato couldn't see a thing, and that didn't stop him from homing in on Frozen. One more man swinging on out from Donut. It's ropz to reclaim the 4-on-4. Carrigan with some aggression down through B ramp, but lit up from Cello, and Rain struggles to assist.
Okay, FURIA coming in with the punches right now. I'm going to get ahead of myself. 3 rounds in, I think. FaZe at Majors. Oh. Jokes aside, Antwerp was 2 years ago, really around this time, and FaZe hoisted their trophy. But Rio was no sweet treat, and Paris left things to be desired. All of that said, FaZe really have no excuses here. Sure, you can write off a loss to heroic, but even with FURIA's form recovering in that opening stage, every eye, every expectation on FaZe winning this game today.
Yeah, man, I think, deceptively, FURIA actually do quite well in these sorts of games where they're a bit of the underdog, and I don't look at the G2 one as evidence for that claim. But
Picking and choosing.
Yeah, selective evidence here. But, I think when they're able to nail down their prep work and they don't necessarily come in as, like, huge resounding favorites, they often are good at giving teams a run for their money. So, FaZe Clan, bit of an awkward start here. Winning the pistol, loss up against the 4 spy, and now relegated down to just pistols of their own. Talked about FURIA's fundamentals on this map and how it really feels like Fallen's tried to instill a nice system behind how they play. You'll notice there's never really a lot of pace behind these rounds. Whenever there is something a little pacier, even then, it's more of like a slow challenge up like B ramp, for example, as opposed to we're just going to run in and do something crazy. They're a long way removed from that brand of play.
It's very good supporting util behind the moves, right? FURIA right there, instant donut smoke, which makes FaZe play passive and middle. They have to choose to play ahead or behind, and with pistols, it's the latter. And then a cave smoke, which lets them get heaven really quick, and they don't have challenge up mid. So it's only an anti-eco, but FURIA just keeping things very tight and not letting FaZe take much space. Gonna have to see some big digs from broky, but not to be. 5 on 3 and a bomb plant will ensure their fate. 3-1 for FURIA.
Looking to pad the stats a little bit.
Can you blame him?
3-1 up as these guns are now going to come out for FaZe Clan. I'm curious what the solution's going to be. I assume we're going to see them look to take away some of this control of the lane, try and restrict FURIA there a little bit. You know that in these rifle rounds, Art's going to like to try some of his usual business over towards mid, try and take some of that space. Oftentimes you'll see, K-Serato there as kind of the front man to lend a helping hand, and then they feel pretty capable of leaving Art to his own devices to lurk around middle. I do want to see what FaZe have got cooked up now that we head to the first rifle round.
They can't just sit back and do nothing, right? FaZe need to have some kind of call in this round, even if it is a mid-round call based off of what they lose and the space they concede. Right now, FURIA have just been given this lane control entirely for free, so FaZe starting 2B, 2 mid. FURIA, do they stay ahead of this game? Frozen fights with broky through the smoke, and FURIA just switch it up completely.
Yeah, this is a really nice reaction. It seems like FURIA were also anticipating a bit of aggression over towards the lane and resources being dedicated there, so they go a much faster pace over towards main. At least forced to rotate out. broky moves over to lend a helping hand.
It didn't bounce deep enough. He's now smoked himself off. It's not even out of the temple, so he can play with it. Oh, it hasn't been a worry. He reset CT for the kill instead, but all right, FaZe. It's actually not gone too bad. It felt like FURIA had the pace there for an A pick and an explosion, but the kill isn't given to them, so back to the drawing board. All on faking steps, but no one hears this. They don't have any mid control. It's extremely passive despite playing 2 towards A. They're just spotting from afar. FaZe don't have the util to long out this round, nor the kit to retake it, so thinning the herd before a bomb plant is integral.
Well, ropz is in the right place to do it. boosting up, giving it Yuri an angle into the site, and he's going to call. He sees nothing on default, so they should be aware of this Temple player. Keserato, swift trade. That's opened up the route to a bomb plant here. No one back in Donut for FaZe Clan. Not yet anyhow. Rain is slowly moving over there, but it's an open plant. And Frozen and broky make quick work of it. Keserato's silenced, and that one gets a little bit awkward for FURIA once they get in.
Very nicely done for FaZe.
That's quite reserved thus far, right?
Yeah.
Like keeping it calm, aware of the challenge that's laid out ahead of them.
Can't celebrate yet. You're round behind. Just got a gun round on the board, but even then, FURIA made you sweat a little bit. It's the lack of util. It's the biggest problem for FURIA. Not sure what that smoke is at main. It's that FURIA's miss.
I assume so. I saw it too, but I just thought, ignore the...
yeah, it could have made all the difference there, though, couldn't it?
Monster under the rug, it's fine.
Put the elephant behind the fridge, or whatever they say. Through the smoke, fearless for Yuri. Oh.
I just have so much faith in Rain in this position.
Yeah, you walk a smoke, you're dead here. He's even got the AK for the one shot. Yuri
walking through
around.
after that smoke, that's huge. He's playing the space.
He knows as well.
Go back and finish the job on a Rain. Another from Yuri. Great space taken, great awareness to recognize the gap that he's found there. And that puts a bit more intrigue on the round. They even flash him in for this fight over at Long.
Don't know about broky though. He slipped in front of the site. If he just peeked Fallen there, he would have caught him completely unaware. They think Karrigan's the only B player right now. Fantastic HE. But broky can still stop this bomb.
Broky's playing the Karrigan Classic, man, out in front of default. Ready and waiting, but he can't convert the kill. And now it is just Karrigan here. ropz is so far away, and if Karrigan dies to that AWP, you can say goodbye to the round.
Man, what a play for Yuri as well. That was completely calculated. He knew he'd walk past Rain after he dropped the smoke. And so Yuri hunts a player on the B bomb site while fighting Rain in cave. Such a nice move. Yuri has been great in this competition. Had some very impactful lurking rounds. Just walking through smokes into Rain. Damn, FURIA. 4-2. And at a BO1, FaZe are already feeling the burn. They don't jump the gun there either. Like, they have Karrigan locked out along. They have so much info, but they're still slow and steady. Ooh. And they even go back in that 3-on-3. They go back down ramp. Fallen has bomb on ramp. He goes back. He gives Keserato bomb, and he calls for a boost. So after that long smoke expires, Fallen's on the angle. Karrigan can't leave or reposition, and that gives room for Keserato, who kills broky in the side, and then has full cover on the long position. Boom. It's like, it's beautiful. It's just a layup for FURIA. So nice. Dude, Fallen's calling is beautiful.
No, it's been fantastic, and you know, anyone who's ever played with the guy never has anything but good things to say when it comes to Fallen and what he brings to a team, both as a teammate and as a leader.
And his form wasn't great in this tournament, but when it mattered in that 2-2 game against Saw, he ran. He
rolled back the ears, yeah, man.
He looked insane.
He looked lights out on the AWP.
Bad Fallen. 4-2. FaZe on an eco.
Yeah, you know, I think it's very, very cool as well that he's done this within FURIA, or at least, you know, what we've seen here at the Major is like, he's done such a good job of kind of mitigating the risks that the old FURIA squads always used to, like, love taking. He just wants to do away with all of that. You know, he doesn't like how often rounds would come down to these, like, 50-50 aim duels where pace was the aim of the game.
Yeah. He's
really instilled some good protocols, especially in the mid-round. The FURIA have never played so slow in their lives.
No.
And they really seem to relish in it. I was speaking as well with some of the analysts the other day. We were saying that we've loved how the Brazilian teams especially really seem to be trying to use the smoke nade-like mechanic more than anyone else.
Imperial, Henny was just destroying
Henny gets those nades all the time.
Yeah.
And same can be said for Fallen.
Yes, definitely.
They love having their AWPs posted and nading a smoke open and then just having that that real chance at getting a kill that can just define the whole round.
Like, you know, I'm still expecting FaZe to like wake up and have those like star rounds and ropz to pop off. But right now, just from what we're seeing on T side, how diligent FURIA are being in these rounds, I really like what I'm getting out of FURIA. I think they're in for a shot. Good spot. Yuri must have got a sniff of broky there. He goes back in for the hard clear. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was easy to write off FURIA after getting dominated by G2, but this map has clearly looked good for them. And the pace of their T-sides is doing them a lot of favors. This fight doesn't need to happen. Fallen will give it up, but only because of the ammo capacity. And this round is a shoe-in again for FURIA. Their antis have been nice and clean, and Yuri deserves those stats. 4 kills in that round. And yeah, again, FaZe, wake up, or you're going 0-2. Here and now. Got to give us a round.
What a disaster that would be, you know, especially after the pickup of Frozen. You felt like that was a huge win for an already stacked FaZe team. Felt like that gave them such a almost unneeded leg up over the competition, but you know, even starting the year well with a running Katowice, admittedly couldn't get past the final boss there of Donk and co.
Yeah, I mean, that's an argument with FaZe. It's great in playoffs, but you got to get there first, man, and that can be the hardest part. Well, even the difficulty of just playing through the RMRs. Danger avoided there. But danger lurks around every corner in Copenhagen. Also, that was FURIA's tactical timeout, worth noting, and Art was being very vocal, so he has some input on this. Smooth transition, PGL.
I was talking a lot, and suddenly the round is like really raunchy and pacey.
If they rush
that would
now,
be...
yeah, that would be funny. But hey, we have Insta Smokes. They're setting up A. This might be the pace changer that FURIA tried to run the other round that failed. Going back to just looking for this A kill. ropz has had relatively little action. They rush through the smoke. There we go, FaZe. A sign of life, but still the bomb sits outside A.
Art left to his own devices on a mid-lurk. A missed shot from broky's AWP. And only the one and done for ropz. Now Art gets involved. He needed that second. Yeah. Without it, this one is going to fall apart. Cello's left in the site alone. No safe place to plant as he's whittled down. And Frozen will finish the job.
FaZe had a move, man. They get aggressive on that cave side. They've been getting walked through smoke, double naded. They've been getting pressured. So they have good heaven flashes and they throw themselves in. Meanwhile, broky, yeah, ugly miss shot. ropz only 1 for 1, but broky bites back with a second. And that bomb plant, too much pressure to commit to it. So, yeah, solid for FaZe. Carrigan getting hyped. Let's see if they can build now.
See, though, like, this is very, very similar to what we saw earlier, and when we saw FaZe actually take the lane control, FURIA went back to one of these rounds where they exert a lot more control over there early. They have to be ready for the jump up. They have to be cognizant that mid is open, and Frozen gets away with the first, but Art will trade that out. There's one more man still in middle. It's Carrigan. Mollied off for now. That's going to delay him jumping up.
If he wants, he can just full reset.
He might just have to get out of there. It's probably his best bet at this point. The mollies have slowed him down too much to really be effective in this fight on lane. He knows that FURIA would be set up, but there's Rain with a wall bang.
Not even in cave, that's just off of the dark wall.
It won't be the first time we say it. Oh my god, he nearly does it straight away after.
Lovely damage as well. Cello half, almost 2/3. And FURIA forced into what will just be an execute, it seems. They can double pump it, they have a lot of smokes. Rode that one, go a bit cold. Okay, that's good info. Figuring out the AWP is on ramp. broky has to reposition that molly, pushes him into the open, but he is eager to take the fight. Missing a beat, 4 on 2 now. Smokes it down, but FaZe can still fight ahead of them if they please. broky looks keen to do so.
I mean, at this point, it's so obvious to FaZe what's happening in the round. They bring everyone over. broky's going to play through the smoke. Will get denied, but it's swiftly mopped up from Carrigan.
I love that for FaZe, knowing they have just the manpower to risk running through smokes. Even if it's a fake and FURIA double gun out, which they're not, FaZe have 3 players immediately coming through and a 4th there as well. So Yeah, nice move for FaZe. They've been definitely trying to deny the bomb plant to FURIA. Rain. Nice from Carrigan. Okay, they're right behind. And even with a bomb plant, FURIA wouldn't be able to buy. So it's just pistols.
Another heavy lean over here towards B. No attention in middle, nothing anywhere else.
Missed Molly.
That is pretty massive. It's going to give more room to Fallen. So suddenly he's allowed to get involved early. Frozen on the jump up, misses his mark. Will be given a second shot of redemption there. And thins out Cello, deals with him. Carrigan holding for the creep, but Fallen gets the better of him.
No way.
My God, Art comes back and fights middle.
The cockiness right now is just exuding from FURIA. That, I mean, Carrigan had the perfect position to deal with Fallen, but he's moving. He's hitting his keys. He's not just standing still and shooting, and the inaccuracy lets him down as Fallen guns him.
That is going to hurt for FaZe Clan. That round and the fashion it goes against them almost essentially comes down to the missed Molotov. It gives all that extra room. It would have softened up that first man into the cave.
And Fallen goes on to get the 2 kills on the 2 B players.
Yeah, that fully opens up B.
Oh, okay, broky. Oh, he got spotted. So he was trying to ninja. I mean, FaZe, that just screams how desperate FaZe are for rounds that broky would attempt to ninja that bomb. Like, they need the rounds. FURIA are in control of this game at the moment. 6-4. FaZe just give us 1 here, 2 there. But the resets are clean. And that's an eco. That's not even FURIA full buying. They get a MAC-10s and pistols. Rain, presumably it was Rain who missed the molly. It was the molly for his cave position. And they punish him. That's ugly for FaZe. This doesn't feel like the cohesive behemoth that can win any event.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're going to miss mollies sometimes. You're allowed to miss them sometimes, right? But it's just such an awkward time for that to happen, because that's one where when you look back on it, right, like usually the idea there is you throw the molly right near cave, you nade with it, the nade slows them in the Molotov. By the time, if they even get through, they're like 10 health, and you've got all the sound cues, you've softened them up. It's really easy for Rain at that point. And so when you lose a round of something as simple as that, and you kind of are thinking to yourself like, damn, like, that's just, you know, that's like a mechanical failure on my end. I screwed the pooch on what was a low buy round for FURIA to now effectively, you know, put them in a position where they can run away with this T side. You know, that has huge implications on how this game plays out. And it comes down to one minute detail. And some great shots hit from Fallen, don't get me wrong. Kind of needed to make that whole thing happen and to capitalize on it, but
capitalizing on it is the name of the game! And Cello double spray on the transfer. My goodness. And FURIA have been doing exactly that.
I mean, they don't want to be 0-2 down again and having a reverse sweep for a spot in the playoffs this time, right? They are hungry for this. And after being shown up by G2 to start their run in the elimination stage, FURIA are out for blood. Cello sends a message in through middle, and FURIA, as is often the case when they get these man advantages, they slow it right down.
FURIA got a 3D printer right now, turning inches into miles. It's magic.
Think I can get my hands on that?
Nope.
Carrigan backstab in through main.
All out of stock. I said inches as well.
Damn, all right, you have to do me like that.
You need a bare minimum. FURIA, they've got it. 6 rounds on the T side is fantastic, but they're about to make it a bit sweeter.
Rain moving in with the 5-7. Calling for broky's AWP to make its way over. Backstab is still coming through for Carrigan, who pushed main earlier on.
This could work.
This could be big. They've just turned away. He's got that timing on a K-Serata. That one's free. Any more for Carrigan? Double kill from the captain.
What?
Oh, caught looking down. The ramp is fallen, and so a dink from the 5-7 becomes a kill.
How?
And now it's just Cello. Started this off with a double. He's got a 1v3 ace clutch if FURIA want this round. They're sticking it. They're sticking this, and Cello dead on the swing out through cave.
You'll take that if you're FaZe.
A big flank from Carrigan, netting a key double kill in a round that felt too far gone already.
And he almost cooked it. He held the shot for a second to line it up to guarantee the frag, and KSCERATO swung back. Great work for Carrigan. Without him, they lose that round. Nails it on the MP9, and that is a classic FaZe bullshit round that comes through once a half. Fantastic work. And now FURIA, they got to fight for it. This could have been a stomp on the T side. Instead, staring at an even keel. They found the gap though. Look at this site, it's completely empty. FURIA they've been trying to call this round. This is the third time they've called it, and they've had to fail both times. They finally get in. No resistance from FaZe, and now they got a retake.
I want to know what KSCERATO is doing in this.
Flame F impression?
He is on a very lengthy flank, and so all of this comes down to can his teammates withstand the pressure of a 5v3 in this A-bomb site. Up close on the MAC-10, makes quick work of Rain on the opener. Oh, Frozen and ropz with kills apiece, and now it's just Fallen to try buy time for KSCERATO. Plant open, Fallen spammed out. KSCERATO do or die, breaks the smoke open, gets them off the bomb, and KSCERATO, they tease it up for him. He's got to control it, got to stop it now, and the round is FaZe is robbed before our very eyes.
0.2 seconds left. 0.2. That felt perfect for KSCERATO. The dunk on the smoke made for the game, but FaZe, no easy round slip past this keeper, and it's back to the books for FURIA. Oh, what a round. That would have been a 1v4.
So down to the wire. There's a moment there where you think he's done enough. Just couldn't find Carrigan. And if anything, that kill on a ropz through the smoke is almost misleading.
Yeah. I think you've won it off that.
And like you say, that is the third time they've attempted that round. Every time it came up short.
It's so close. I don't know who to root for. No one. Loving the game right now. Certified classic here. FURIA dealing with the ferocity of FaZe. Fast through the donut. In your face, it's the Julies. Nice smoke drop for Art. Oh! Gross! Oh, there's a bit of sweet vengeance in there. FaZe lick their lips at the prospect of a plant.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Frozen, just hide, just wait.
Go on, lads.
Yeah, that one was actually like through the wall, so don't worry. Cello creeping on in. ropz pushed up towards the temple. And Frozen smoked off back in donut. ropz has got to fly solo for now. All Frozen can do is spam and pray. ropz taking contact, will hold on. KSCERATO's off the bomb, and ropz will keep it so. 4 in the round from ropz. An electric start here from FaZe Clan.
Yeah.
As ropz delivers salvation in the pistol after that double kill from Art. After one from Fallen in the donut hold, you thought that FURIA had that one almost as good as locked in, but in comes ropz from main.
2v4 right back on FaZe. Lovely shooting for ropz. They're back in the game. Even got a weird buy and eco Art forcing as he always does.
Yeah, I mean, this is how FURIA do every second round if they lose pistol, right? Art putting a bit of extra money in.
Oh, the flash is good though. They're just coming down the ramp. They are spamming out of fear so the MAC-10s can clean up. Can or will remains to be seen, but kills are right there. Frozen redeems his. And FaZe looking good for 8. Oh, it's awkward.
Oh, and go grab the gun.
Yeah, he could have. They're already in B.
Oh my god, hang on. 2v2 now.
Chill.
2v4 in a USP round.
And they think for sure Fallen's flanking just because of that AK drop, but he's not, so...
Throw it silent.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit the ground.
Creep in.
Fury walking on up. Fallen, pressure's going to be on him here. broky in the side. He's the first man and
Nice.
deals with them both. So well controlled, well dealt with, considering that USP round had some legs on it to get wild, to get weird.
Surprised he doesn't go for the gun there, but maybe feeling like if there's a player lurking out mid that late that they're coming back. It's a slight misread. I don't feel like it would have made a huge difference. Still got to come through cave with an AK. So many angles. 8-6. FaZe take control of this game finally after FURIA have been laying down the law to start off their T side. Fallen has an AWP with no armor. FaZe fight for heaven. It's up to Rain on both halves. Good spam actually from Carrigan. Puts Art a little lower. Rain just creeps through.
Yeah, lovely mid-take here, right? Frozen and Rain playing together. Frozen clears out heaven, says no one's pushed through. And then Rain just walks the smoke. And so now they've got a nice little pocket over here in mid where both sides are contained. FURIA might eventually start feeling a bit of pressure to try get some info here. They're 3 strong over towards B. Mid has been left entirely open, so they know that gaps exist. They can't get to Red Room because Fallen's AWP is watching from the donut. But the moment he gets knocked out, that red rotate becomes a real possibility.
Ooh.
Fallen dinked, but moves back off the angle. He actually goes back in, double dipping is Fallen. Hanging around on the AWP, Rain goes walking right into him, flash dodged, but Fallen still determined to fight for the donut. In the meantime, Carrigan's doubled up. That's 2 of the 3 B players dead at the hands of the in-game leader of FaZe. But they didn't see the bomb on his back. They know it's somewhere else, and broky is in a weird spot with it.
Oh, this contact on A might even force Art to get too aggressive for what he's worth. And he's getting backstabbed on B at the same time, walking back down the ramp looking for Carrigan. broky climbs up. Perfect timing for broky. Art feels like he's cleared that, but broky was hidden in below mid.
Good plant as well, good plant spot, right? With control taken to the B site for so long, they've got this long control. They've pushed all the way up and have it, and so FURIA just locked out of the round, really. They've got to save.
And Fallen just trying to get KSRR to an upgrade, but it's a done deal. Carrigan has been kind of the hero in a lot of these rounds for FaZe. You know, not necessarily in the numbers department, but he's won 2 crucial rounds with 2Ks in this game at swing points. So,
I mean, we were obviously watching the madness down in Donut, right? But in amongst that, if you remember, all the attention was on Fallen because he's watching for that cross through red, he's watching for the cross at Donut, he's controlling a lot of the map. While that's all happening, Carrigan just slinks his way up through B ramp into the B site and cooks up a double kill, and that threw the entire round into disarray for FURIA. Up until that moment, FURIA were like surefire victors of the round. They had everything controlled, everything was accounted for, and then Carrigan does this, just on a gut feeling, on a timing, walking up through the B ramp smoke. And then suddenly, if you're FURIA, you don't know where the play's ending up, right? They've got a guy in B, there's a guy fighting you in A. Where the hell are they going?
yeah, FURIA don't know right now. They're getting cooked on the CT side. Now FaZe up the pace, fast into middle, and no one here for FURIA, not a player in sight. Look at ropz, he's already in red, or at least outside of it. But it's a timing FURIA have to consider. Even with the smoke break from KSRR, they don't know. 0 eyes on this integral part of the map. Just leaving this huge gap right now. FaZe don't know it, but they've got a whole world available to them. The rest of the team are just holding out, maintaining some control so this flank can come in. I mean, at any point, FURIA, will you consider your backline? Carrigan burns that player in cave. There's still Yuri here. Seems aware of that. And they flank both sides.
It's another round where FaZe are active everywhere on the map. Like Fallen, as he's coming out here, they could be anywhere.
They are everywhere. Another kill for Carrigan. The aggression denied. And they know that Fallen's got an orb. Just, the question is, where is he?
He's dead to ropz.
Knife? No, ropz is too cool for that. He wouldn't mess it. It's 10-6. I mean, dude, they get 2 players in red. 1 flanks A, 1 flanks B. FaZe are feeling Like, they can do no wrong.
FaZe are just leaving all the mid-round options open by how they're playing, right? Like, they literally have the ability to end on either bomb site, and that's very hard for Fallen to call against. He also doesn't have information flowing on where any of these plays are ending up. You know, how do you react to this? And like you say, when they're assaulting both the A and B site on the flanks, but you don't know where the play's ending.
I don't know if it's a miscomm, because KSCERATO, like, he breaks the smoke in Donut and sees no one. So, like, maybe he calls, oh, mid, I don't see the mid. You know, he's not going to call mid clear. He's like, I don't see the mid. But they get past him already. And then, by the way, he's smoked. So all the info is gone, but at no point in the round, after 20 seconds of silence, did FURIA turn around. Yeah, no one looked behind them.
I actually, you know, I want to see Art doing his usual, which is playing up close and personal behind this mid util. I think he's actually been really good at that here on Ancient.
Well, FaZe haven't been rushing mid. They've been taking it from heaven. That round is an exception to the rule. So it's a lot harder to hold on to mid when FaZe are doing these splits together.
Art's back in middle now, at least, trying to get the info to what's going on in the madness there. The push through Cave will get silenced. Rain locks that in. The caveman of FaZe Clan. And now Cello on the ramp, on the aggression. Dink to Carrigan, but he can't find him on the smoke. Damage done. Rain's just killed his teammate.
Uh-oh.
Little bit weird, little bit awkward. Art's fully embarked on the flank up through mid. Frozen is accounting for this. He's holding for it, but he's just left the angle.
He saw him.
Something popped up on the minimap there to draw Frozen back around. A helping hand. So now they're going to go looking for Art. They're going to go looking for the one kill they know they've got right here on a silver platter. Art will not give it away for free. If he can keep this locked in, that's crazy. broky will at least run him down. So FaZe are in with a chance, a turnaround from Rain, trying to make amends for the TK on his captain. And that leaves it all on KSCERATO. I think both squads are probably having a hard time piecing together what's happened in this round. There's no time to recover from that now. They split up for the time being. Noise made by Rain in middle. But KSCERATO calls their bluff.
What does he? Oh, now he knows it's B, for sure. 18 seconds, steps being made. broky with a Molotov. It's not that deep. KSCERATO could risk it if he wants. He's risking it all. But broky shuts him down with a fake tap. Oh, that's one of the rounds of all time right there for FURIA. Very, very nice try with the pistols, with Art trapping them in their own spawn. But my God, you feel like that shouldn't be so close. At least FaZe are stopping these clutches, right? They're getting awfully uncomfortable, but they are still winning the rounds, and they've yet to lose one in this half.
You know, I mean, but that's why I think this matchup is always a banger. Like, FaZe are so down to embrace the chaos of FURIA.
Yeah. They will meet them right there. Again, the heaven to mid for Rain. He just walks through the smoke. Double red. They leave Fallen with the scope after Art spams. KSCERATO's caught in the open.
Yeah, Art's come rotating back over. He's going to get here in pretty good timing, but KSCERATO, all the attention's on him. He's crossed past them. He's made it into the donut. That comes as a real surprise to Frozen. They thought they had his number. Rain watches on from middle. ropz deep within the site in the meantime, so there's still a world for FaZe here as they catch Fallen back in the red room. Rain will get turned on by KSCERATO. All been there. ropz, they didn't know about him. He's been sat here all round waiting for a push like that. And so it looks silly for Art, but they thought the site was clear.
They've got to take something. Oh, but the missed shot. That was the way back in, trying to clear donut. It's all ropz.
I mean,
he was 1v5.
He was clutching here in that heroic game, but this time it's different. 1v5 ace clutch from ropz. Cool as a cucumber, man. Look at him. That's beautiful. Couldn't deliver it in that heroic game earlier on today, but no issue versus FURIA.
Sickening shooting for ropz. They just funnel themselves into his crosshair, and he kills every single one. It's
How
a 1v4.
does he make it look so easy, Hugo? How does he make it look so easy?
Oh, you wish you could. Oh, it's just so clean. This guy's a beast.
Yeah, ropz, I agree.
Soak it in and suck on it, FURIA. It might be done.
Oh, that's crazy. Everything about him in that round was beautiful. He sat on default. When ropz crossed the smoke and went into Donut and like looked to upset the whole round, ropz waited patiently. And he waited patiently in the site to get that one free kill onto art. So it was actually a 1v4.
No, it was a 1v4. I said essential 1v4.
Yeah, you know, unreal scenes from ropz.
Very nice shooting, nonetheless. I mean, FURIA must be getting cooked after that one. They're just going to run it down. And the results are there. AKs to wield for the Brazilians.
Well, FaZe tried to get this one over and done with quickly. You hope there's not a decision they come to regret as they're churned up over in middle. ropz is out of the picture now.
Where are the guns? You can't find... Oh, there it is. Let's go. Yes. ropz found it, but they hear him leave, so broky will happily walk the bomb as well if he wants to get B. Rain has a lot of space. Oh, I love this angle. He saw him, got a whiff. Flash for Yuri back in. Rain's going to have to use his util and give away the aim of the game. broky, he could bait and go back to A and try and clutch up again. Doesn't need to commit. By the time he gets to B, Rain might be dead anyway. And, well, the spam will make that so. Luckily, broky has the last position they'd expect. You'd think Donut away. You wouldn't think red. There's enough CTs on the back line to turn around. Not another 1v4 for FaZe.
No, surely not, right? Oh, it's not a bad way to start. They've spotted him. He knows he's got a player trapped up close. He goes looking for Cello. Not back-to-back 1v4s. This isn't how it unravels, surely. ropz repositions into the Donut. broky, indecisive, but he goes looking for this kill. Chases down ropz, who waits in the site. He just sees him over the boxes. And so 1v4 dodged this time around for FURIA.
Yeah.
And that's going to keep them in this.
You could see him piecing it together. The reason he goes back through CT is he heard ropz and Donut, so he wants to trap him in there. Nice hunt on the first two, but that would be a bridge too far for FaZe to win that clutch again. FURIA, disastrous. That's a first round and a half, boys. Has it come too late? Need a clean comeback now. No room for error. And FaZe look like they just want to gung-ho into B. Gonna let broky orb the line.
FaZe have decided that slow and steady wins the race here. Taking the pace out of it in this round. Paying their respects to the double doors smoke and now coming through it. They get away with the lane control. Boost up for broky. Orb trying to make first contact. Cello, don't get too antsy over at long. Oh, the jump across. They learn about that AWP on the boost. And thankfully they don't learn about it the hard way. That could have been the opener that gets the ball rolling for FaZe to this victory. Instead, we're left even. FURIA even starting to pull Fallen towards that red room for the fast rotate. FaZe are all in on the B play right now.
Yeah, it's just got to be, you know, it's the first domino, these kind of rounds. They need that first entry, and Yuri's just got such a hard position to clear. FaZe don't have a Molotov for it. They shouldn't throw one this late. They're going to go back to ramp, leave Carrigan to late player. They've got to get up with an entry. Art's ahead of the smoke. It's perfect. Nice trade, but again, Yuri inside of the site. broky hits a quick shot, and Carrigan's got the room. FaZe have the positions and the power for the post plant. They may have the map in their pocket.
broky repositioning's been spotted getting into the cubby here. But still putting up numbers on the AWP is broky. Fallen trying to move in, trying to deal with him, but he's tunnel visioned right now, and he's so focused on broky that he's blind to Frozen in at the ramp. ropz, don't fall down the same way. Don't let that one AWP barrel give all the attention. ropz attempting a 1v4 of his own, but he can't get past Carrigan. And so FaZe lock this in. FURIA sent down 0-2. And on the back of some phenomenal rounds for FaZe, that 1v4 from ropz, maybe clutch of the tournament so far. That's phenomenal stuff as FaZe Clan weather the storm. They stop a FURIA.